an attorney, it is always interesting when I run into my clients or former clients out in public, out in the wild. And running into her today made me remember how much her case changed my career. So grab your snacks and maybe even some libations because this story time is about to be good. So this case was a divorce. I happened to be representing the wife in this case, and they were not divorcing over what you typically hear. She hadn't caught him cheating or he hadn't caught her cheating. There was no big money problems. There was no crazy abusive behavior. They could not agree on a very fundamental issue, which was children. They had one child. The child was old enough to be walking and talking, but not old enough to be in kindergarten yet. He wanted a big family, he wanted more children, and she said absolutely not. One and done. Which you could see how this could cause a very big problem in a marriage. Now, at the onset of this case, how it was presented to me was that this case was going to be very amicable, that they did not hate each other, they were going to be awesome and amazing co-parents. When it came to their property, they just wanted to be fair, split everything down the middle, and basically this was going to be pretty not eventful. And I was like, well, that's quite polite of you guys. Let's see how long that'll last. So one day I'm in my office and I'm working on a case, and all of a sudden, ling-a-ling-a-ling, you know all hell is about to break loose. It's my client on the other end of that call, and she's screaming, crying, yelling, and very frantic. She had just been hit with a lot of terrible news. The first terrible news being that her child had just been attacked by a dog. I'm listening, trying to sort through all the facts, through tears and screaming, and out of all the dog breeds, this child was attacked by a Dalmatian. I said, what? It couldn't have been the 101. Couldn't have been, because those are well behaved. These had to be maybe 105, 107. Not the other ones where I remember as a child. So I'm just stunned, and I'm just trying to make sure that this child is okay. And then I'm like, okay, how did this happen? Do you have a Dalmatian? Where did this Dalmatian come from? Was the Dalmatian running free? Where? You don't just see a Dalmatian trotting up and down the sidewalk. How did this happen? So apparently it was Dad's day to pick the child up from school, and he said, hey, I got some errands to run. We're going to grab some ice cream. We'll be home in a little while. Well, Dad definitely had some errands. He made a detour, and a part of his detour, he made a pit stop right to his mistress's house. So during his paramour pit stop, apparently this woman has a Dalmatian. This Dalmatian attacked this child, and all in the same phone call, she's finding out while her child is in the hospital tending to dog bite wounds that her husband has a mistress, one for a very long time, and she is in complete shock. She believed that their one true fundamental issue was the amount of children that they were going to have. She never suspected that he was cheating. She never thought that either one of them were unhappy in that department. She talked about how they had an amazing, smash life. They both had great careers. Money wasn't a problem. She was in complete shock. As you can imagine, this divorce now became very, very contentious, and it took a complete turn for the worse. She informed me that she wanted to sue the paramour on behalf of her child for personal injury for the dog attack. Well, darling, your wish is my command. So I reached out to some of my colleagues, asked if they would co-counsel on this personal injury side of the divorce with me. They gladly joined, and we did what needed to be done. That case taught me how much I enjoy personal injury. Now, a lot of people don't know that you can file personal injury claims in your divorce on a regular basis. But I had never done one in this framework. The personal injury side of the case was so successful, and her divorce was also so successful that she ended up referring me to her brother, who got into a car accident a couple months later. And before I knew it, I had a whole new practice area. And I was now on the regular doing personal injury cases and thoroughly enjoying it, and not even realizing how much family law and personal injury coincide. Now, her brother's story is also a really great case. I might have to tell you guys about that one too in another video, because after his case was settled, the Attorney General put a lien on his settlement money for back child support, and because I'm a family law attorney, I know what to do to help him. Just thinking about all the referrals in personal injury that stem from this one case, I could think of another car accident case where while they were going through that settlement, they also wanted to file for divorce, and they had questions about like, hey, when I get my settlement money, is this going to affect, my divorce case? Is this community property? Can my spouse take some of it? Honey, I got the answers. And to think back that this was supposed to be the most amicable divorce on the planet. They got along so well, turned into a mistress, her child being attacked by the mistress's dog, and Lauren getting into personal injury. I will never forget her. Let me know if you guys want more personal injury content as well. I mean, I have so many good ones. I got a really good case that happened in the gym. Of course, if y'all, I mean, there's always a million car accidents. Y'all can't drive. I got a million of those. Off I go. I actually have a meeting I need to get to. As you guys know, I own a press-on nail company, and my husband and I have a meeting with a new supplier. We're thinking about changing our packaging. So I got to get to that. And of course, I'm going to give you guys a secret coupon code for our press-on nail company for staying to the end of this video. Our website and everything is here on the screen, and the code is going to be BBTMD for Bitten by the Mistress's Dalmatian. If you guys want to know, I still have on the Kimberly set from last video. It's been about a week and a half. We got a good another week and a half in us. Let me know in the comments what you thought about today's video, and I will definitely always see you in the next one.